I'm an esthetician here at Art of Skincare, and today is all about skin cycling. And I wanted to hop on, this is gonna be a pretty short video, but I wanted to hop on and show you my skin cycling routine. This is also the skin cycling routine that I recommend a lot. I recommend this routine to anyone who is a little blemish prone, but pimples might not be your #1 concern, but you wanna keep them from showing up. Maybe you're starting to notice some fine lines, some dehydration in your skin, and you want to prevent aging. You want to prevent those deeper signs of aging from extrinsic factors like the sun and the environment. So this is a really nice intro routine as well. If you have never used retinol before, if you've really never used strong acid products, this is the perfect entry routine. I have combination oily skin, but this routine can easily be tweaked for someone with dry skin, and I'll let you know how you can tweak this routine at the end, and really it's just putting your favorite moisturizer on top. That's the tweak, spoiler. But let's just jump right in. So this is my nighttime routine. I am doing my skin cycling at night. I find that by only using my strong corrective products, that's my retinols and my acids, by only using them at night, I can actually keep my skin from getting oversensitized. Those of you with sensitive skin, you know that it's so annoying when you're on a good routine, your skin's doing really well, and then you get so sensitized that all of a sudden you can't put on anything, you can't use any of your acids without your skin burning, itching, feeling uncomfortable. So by only using your actives at night and using your nourishing, moisturizing products in the morning, you're gonna keep your skin balanced and in a healthy place. You're gonna keep your moisture barrier happy and healthy so you can continue being regular with your correctives. Because the #1 setback to getting results in your skincare is overworking your skin so that you can't use any of your actives and you're stuck using only moisturizer. That's just like the #1 way to have very annoying setbacks in your skincare results journey. And I have been there and it's frustrating. So this is a gentle routine that will give you results because you're really gonna be able to continually use your products without ever oversensitizing, overstripping your skin. So without further delay, let's jump in. So first step at night, I like to wear a full coverage, waterproof sunscreen foundation. I use the Color Science Flex. And I have to be honest, it is hard to remove. It gives me amazing skin protection, but you have to remove it very thoroughly or you can get a little bit of congestion or a little buildup in the skin. So step 1 is an oil cleanser. We have several oil cleansers. This one is just my personal favorite. This is the Epicutis Oil Cleanser, and this is a brand new one. It's never been used, which is fun. So it's beautiful, beautiful glass bottle. It's very thick. Very nice in the hand, and this just removes makeup so well. I've tried so many different oil cleansers, and some are better than others, but this one removes makeup, and then when you add water, it emulsifies. It'll start to get a little bit white and creamy as you emulsify it and remove it, and it removes completely clean. You won't have any residue, oily residue or anything yucky left in your skin afterwards. So that's step 1. Step 2 is a gel cleanser that foams up so that you can really get your skin clean and ready to absorb all the skincare that we're about to layer on top. So the cleanser that I have been reaching for over and over lately is the Hydrinity Prelude Facial Treatment Cleanser. This is a jelly cleanser with a nice gentle foam. It doesn't have any active acids in it. So you can really use this at any time to just deep clean your skin. You can use it after a peel. You can use it if your skin's feeling a little dry and sensitive. It's just a really good multi-use product. And it also has the special microfusion technology that helps to pull impurities out of the skin. So if you have really oily skin, this is really purifying for that without ever being stripping, because it's not stripping the oils by using acids or anything like that. It's just gentle. So I use that cleanser. Then one of the key steps in this routine so that I can continue using a corrective product every single night without taking a break is that I'm layering my nourishing products underneath the correctives. I know that seems a little backwards for some of you. Sometimes a lot of routines you'll see correctives go first right after cleansing, and then you go into your hydrating products layered on afterwards. But I find if you put your nourishing lightweight serums on before your correctives, it just preps your skin to be able to handle those corrective ingredients better. Moisturized skin actually naturally exfoliates itself and turns over better than dry skin. So we want a nice moisturized base. So I like to go in with Plated Intense Serum as my first step after cleansing. This is a very, very thin serum, and it always goes first in your routine because you need those little exosomes to be able to get in very easily. You don't want to block that with anything else. So put on your Plated Intense. I wait about 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes is about what I wait. Then I go with the Epicutis Lipid Serum. This is a spendy little serum, but you use the tiniest amount, like teeny tiny. I'm telling you, the tiniest bit goes a very long way. It has a lot of slip. We laugh that it's kind of like snail mucin, but it's not snail mucin. That's not what's in here. But it has that very glidey, slippery feeling on the skin. So little goes a very long way. And the key ingredient here, TSC, was actually shown in a clinical study to radically diminish the side effects of using tretinoin. So obviously I'm not using tretinoin in this routine, but tretinoin is a retinol, which gives you that dryness, a little flakiness, a little irritation, and by layering TSC underneath tretinoin, they were able to diminish those side effects by a lot. So that was a clinical study, and I have found the same results to be true with my over-the-counter retinaldehyde serums and retinol serums. So the Epicutis Lipid Serum. Now we get to the fun part. So I have 2 serums that I'm going to be switching back and forth between. So one night I'll use one serum, the next night I'll use the other serum, and I just flip-flop. So this is just a 2-night skin cycling routine. By just doing 2 nights, I'm making sure that my skin is getting active ingredients every single night, so I'm gonna get results faster. Some skin cycling routines space it out a little further, so maybe you'll have a night of complete recovery, then you'll have a night of an acid serum, and then a night of a vitamin A product. But for those of us with blemish-prone skin, we find that using a corrective every night really helps us stay on top of those blemishes because that bacteria builds up. Acne-prone skin has more of a cellular buildup that builds up on the skin, so we just do better with using correctives every single day. So I find that for me, every night, rotating between the 2, that's my favorite way to skin cycle. I digress. I'm getting lost on a tangent, but these serums that I am skin cycling with, Resurfacing Elixir from Sorella Apothecary. This is a retinaldehyde serum, but it's a special retinaldehyde serum because they've boosted this with a few key ingredients. First off, they boosted it with bakuchiol. You might have heard about bakuchiol. About 2 years ago, it was really hitting the headlines. People were saying, oh, bakuchiol, it's just as good as retinol without the side effects. But then time started to pass and people started really testing it out. More clinical studies were done. And what we really found was that bakuchiol doesn't quite work as strongly as retinol, but bakuchiol works really well paired with retinol. When you put bakuchiol with retinol, you just get amazing results without side effects like peeling, itchy skin, irritation. So this one has retinaldehyde, bakuchiol. It also has hexyl resorcinol, which is a brightening ingredient. So you're also targeting dark spots. And you have vitamin C in here. And we all love vitamin C. Vitamin C, it's a humectant. It draws moisture into the skin. It's also a collagen booster, so it's gonna boost collagen in the skin. This is just like your multivitamin serum. Vitamin A, vitamin C, hexyl resorcinol, bakuchiol. It's so, so yummy. So that is my night 1 product. Then I use Anfisa Andu on the other nights. This is such a special product. So we just started carrying Andu, I want to say at the beginning of this year, but I'm terrible with time. It could have been longer before that. And I have been consistently using it ever since. It has not left my vanity. This is a 10% azelaic acid serum. So this is going to give you brightening, blemish boosting, it smooths texture, it softens pores. So if you have very enlarged looking pores, it softens those pores, makes them look smoother, and it calms redness. So this is doing so many amazing things. They also packed Kakadu plum in here, which is an amazing antioxidant, it's as powerful as vitamin C. And they packaged it all up in this creamy formula. They used some very lightweight acne-safe seed oils to turn this corrective serum into more of a nourishing, creamy corrective serum. And it's really special. I use this on its own at night. I don't put moisturizer on top. Actually, same goes for Resurfacing Elixir. These are both in creamy formulas, which really helps your skin be able to utilize the ingredients without feeling stripped and irritated. If you have dry skin, or if your skin is just more on the combo dry side than the combo oily, put your moisturizer on top. It won't hurt your process, it won't hurt the progress at all. Just layer a moisturizer on top. Because I'm just so oily, I put the Anfisa and Dew on and I'm good to go. It's enough moisture. I see a question here. Let me grab it while we're on the topic. All right, Melissa wants to know, do you use a different cleanser for morning? Good question. So I do actually. So in the morning, because I am not using any correctives in my routine in the morning, I'm only using correctives at night. In the morning, I like to use a corrective cleanser. So in the morning, I use my Glymed Glycolic Cleanser. It's their 10% glycolic cleanser. And I like that one because, again, it's a very high acid, but it's not extremely stripping. And I feel like it just preps my skin because I am so oily, especially when I wake up in the morning, my skin is back to being an oil slick again. So I like to use a nice acid cleanser in the morning to just get all that oil, everything off from the night before and start fresh. For someone with dry skin, you might want to use something more gentle in the morning, something like the Prelude cleanser that doesn't have any acids. But that's just my personal preference. I love using that glycolic cleanser in the morning. I feel like it just starts my day off with a nice fresh canvas, makeup layers beautifully on top of it. So these were my 2 p.m. steps. So I'll add some clarity here. I know that a lot of you have some other acid products at home or some other retinols at home, and that is totally okay. You can do the same routine with your other correctives. So I know many of you love and use Face Reality's Mandelic Serum. So what you can do is you could do Mandelic Serum one night, put moisturizer on top because that serum is not creamy like Andu is. And then the next night use your vitamin A. It could be your Face Reality vitamin A or it could be resurfacing elixir. Ooh, Carrie, great question. She's asking, can you share the sunscreen you use again? I actually didn't mention what sunscreen I'm using. So I've actually been testing out the Epicutis Lipid Shield. It is really, really lovely. It is like a light, moussey, airy texture. It has a very light tint to it, but the tint's not giving coverage. It's giving like a blended tint. But oh, I did mention I do use Flex. So I use Color Science Flex, but I actually put that on top of my Lipid Shield. I know that sounds extra, but this is actually a really good tip to share. So a lot of sunscreen foundations, you have to be careful with them. Because sunscreen, you do need to be using 2 finger lengths of sunscreen for your face and neck. And if that's not how much you use of your foundation, then you're not getting enough sunscreen coverage. So because I like to just use only 1 finger length of Flex from Color Science, so I layer sunscreen underneath it to just make sure that I have a good even layer. So you probably didn't need to know all the sunscreens I use, but now you know. I like to layer my sunscreens. I'm crazy like that. Let's touch though on morning routine. I know that Melissa already asked about my morning cleanser. So I wanted to share, because I know you'll be curious, what I use in the morning. So after cleansing, in the morning when I'm having a lot of blemishes, a lot of breakouts, that means there's more bacteria on my skin. So I've been loving to go in with the Hydrinity Active Mist, and I didn't grab it, but it looks like this. You can pretend this is it. The Hydrinity Active Mist is a hypochlorous spray. And this one is very unique. I used to kind of be like, I don't know about those hypochlorous sprays. They're very unstable. They have to be packaged in a way where the sunshine cannot get through the bottle. They also have to be in an airless packaging because hypochlorous spray is pretty unstable, and the more air that you pump into the formula, the more it's going to break down, and it will have like a 3-month shelf life and then it's done, and that's pretty sad. So the hypochlorous spray from Hydrinity, it's the Active Mist, is a hypochlorous that is extremely stable. It's in a completely airless bottle, so it has a long shelf life, and that helps to kill bacteria on your skin. So in the morning, I cleanse, I spray with my hypochlorous spray from Hydrinity, Active Spray is what it's called. Then I use my Restorative HA Serum from Hydrinity. This is a beautiful hyaluronic acid serum. It has like a velvety, it's hard to describe the finish. It's like a velvety finish that dries down completely down to like a satin matte finish, which is perfect for me because my skin is so oily. Then I go in with the, a Hydrinity Hydra C Vitamin C Moisturizer. and then my sunscreen, and that's it. The reason that I like this moisturizer is it's your moisturizer and your vitamin C in one. It makes your routine so easy. In the summer, I go out and I run a lot. I go on a lot of hikes, and I need a lot of protection from extrinsic aging, which is the sun, the sun and heat. So I need a lot of antioxidants in my routine. So that's why I've been using this all summer, and I really like it. It's really helped pigment from forming. Usually by the end of summer, I've got all these little yellowy orange sunspots appearing all over my skin, and I've not been seeing that this year. And I've been using this religiously. So this is my daytime routine. The Hydrinity Mist that I recommended and the Restorative HA, I wanted to let you guys know, those are sold in a little set, and they're a way better value if you buy them in the set. So if you look on our website, we have a Hydrinity set. It's the only Hydrinity set we sell. It's the Restorative HA with that mist. Just grab that duo. It'll change your life, especially if you have very blemish-prone skin, eczema-prone skin, anything where your skin is just very easily sensitized from the environment, from bacteria, anything like that. You're welcome, Carrie. I'm glad I was able to be helpful today. Okay, everyone, if there's no more questions, I think we'll wrap it up. Remember that this week we are talking all things skin cycling. Our website is all about skin cycling. Our Instagram is all about skin cycling, and we would love it if you reach out. If you need a skin cycling routine, we're here to help. We can make you a custom routine. You can even send us the products you currently have. It doesn't matter if we don't sell them here at AOS. We can put them into a little routine for you. So just reach out. Our estheticians are here to help. I'm here to help. We love answering questions. Lynn wants to know, can we use Color Science Glow and Flex together, followed by foundation? Absolutely. So you'll notice in the Color Science family, they have a handful of sunscreens all say face shield. If a sunscreen says face shield, I believe that's the term. Yeah, if it says shield on it, then it is all part of the same collection and they have the same base and you can mix them. So you can mix the Color Science Bronze with Glow, you can mix Flex with Glow, you can mix the Flex with the mattifying one if you wanted to. I like to mix Classic and Flex together. Those can all be mixed. Keep in mind the no-show cannot be mixed with those. You would layer. If you want to use Color Science no-show with any of those face shield family products, layer the no-show first and then layer those on top because they do have a different base and they may not mix well together. Melissa, you're right. Yes, so I had mentioned Color Science Flex is the foundation that I have on today, but I put sunscreen underneath it. I almost think of my Color Science Flex as my foundation that also has sunscreen in it. So I always layer a sunscreen underneath my Flex, just because if you're using Color Science Flex, to get full sunscreen protection, you need 2 finger lengths of it. And for some people that feels a little heavy, it's a little too much coverage. So if that's the case for you, if you tend to use less of Flex, then just layer. That way you're getting full sunscreen protection. Yes, I love Flex. By the way, the new Color Science Flex shade in Light is my perfect shade. So many people have been asking for a shade between Color Science Flex Fair and Medium, and they finally came out with it and it's perfect. It's what I wear every day, the shade Light. Okay, everyone. I think that's everything. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry for little technical difficulties at the beginning. But we'll be back. We are starting this new series, 10 minutes at 10 a.m. I think I went over 10 minutes. Yeah, I did 22 minutes. So we're trying to keep it down to 10 minutes because sometimes our videos can go on and on and on because we have a lot to say and a lot to share. But we're starting a new series, 10 minutes at 10 a.m. It's going to be either Gina or myself or one of our other estheticians popping in to share something like our routine or share a little skincare tip or maybe focus on an ingredient that we're really loving right now. So keep an eye out for us. We're going to be live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube all at the same time. So I hope to see you guys all soon and have a wonderful Tuesday.